Hey, Cyber Dragon here, bringing you guys part 7 of What a Deku is Deoxys. So, I released the 200 sub special yesterday of What a Deku is the Hulk. And I like the comments that you guys sent me, but at the same time, I'm not going to continue it until one of these two series. That was just a preview of what the next series is. So I know some of you might be disappointed, but hey, it's better than me not to release it. But don't worry, I will continue it as soon as either Deoxys or Star-Lord is finished. So, but I will be mostly posting Deoxys because we're really close. Or actually, we might be able to finish today because, yeah. So, without further ado, I'm going to at least try to get to the overhaul arc. Try to finish that up. And if I don't, then there'll most likely be one more part. Or possibly even a part for All for One. So, let's get it started. So, we're at UA, and the next day, after all the tests is done, everyone's kind of bummed out because they think they all failed the test because, well, it was everyone against Deku, so that's possibly why they all think that. When Isaiah came in, like, no, you all might be thinking you all failed the test because, we all couldn't defeat, him. Looking at Deku, like, sorry. So don't be. It shows that we all need to improve. But some of you did pass. They're like, what? How? So, well, due to the fact of how long you guys survived. So the ones who survived the longest actually did technically pass. As in Bakugo, Todoroki, and Tokoyami. So, but don't let that discourage any of you. So, we'll be heading to the summer training camp. So, here soon. All of you will. They all get excited, like, really? I thought we had to pass. Well, considering we have a powerhouse like him here, that means it says you all need to train harder. Some of you still did pass, but not as well. So that will give you all some little extra training. Now the ones who failed are the first few who fell. And that is the same as in canon. Mina, Kirishima, Kaminari, and Sato. That's it. Seto. Those are the ones who failed. Zero didn't fail because he kind of stood in the background. So the ones who failed, the first four who failed, he's getting extra training. The ones who didn't, middle of the test, will still get a bit more harsher, but not as harsh as Mina and the other four. Others who failed. And the ones who passed, quote unquote, isn't getting as harsh as training, but still getting training. God damn it, hold on. There we go. So yeah, they're all kind of bummed, some of them still failed, but they're all still going to training camp, so yeah. Azara says class dismissed. And after that, Mina says, hey, what about we all go to the mall to get the stuff for camp? That's a great idea, Mina. So that gives us all time to, get to know each other a bit more. So, and such. Like, so to hang out with all his friends. Like I said, whatever. So I'm going. And so Kiyoshi was like, wait, Bakugo, you're not going? So, now you extras can go. I have my all my own shit to do. Totoro said, yeah, I'm not going either. I'm going to visit my mother. They're like, alright, well, 2 people not in class, better than no one in the group. So, let's all go. So, they all went to the mall. A similar encounter happens with Shigaraki with Deku and him. But Mina was close by, so instead, Shigaraki had his hands on Mina. So Deku had to sit there, listen to Shigaraki. It's not really important, to be honest. I'm just trying to breeze through this. So that we can get to training camp and hopefully to the One for All fight. And possibly the start of the overhaul arc, too. Or I might just finish that today, I'm not sure. But yeah, so they find a seat, they talk, like how Stain's ideals are compared to Shigaraki. And Shigaraki got his answer, left. Deku and Mina called the police. Deku is comforting Mina because, well, she was nearly killed by a villain like that. And Deku is mad at the League of Villains now. And that will come into play soon. Okay, only 7 minutes, really? Okay, yeah, so it's the next couple of weeks. I'm not gonna go to the Island thing because I don't really see much going on with that, really. And, yeah. So, they're all excited, like, yay, it's time to go to camp. So, and everyone gets on the bus. Ida is motioning them all to get on. Robotic, like, sound like swinging his arms. Like, everyone, get on the bus now. So, and Mina and Deku sitting next to each other. Mina kind of just leaning on Deku a bit. Deku's blushing and a bit flustered, like, Mina, what are you... get... And Mina just said, just don't talk. This is nice. Alright. And some people are staring at them like, oh, they're really good together, I guess. Like, so I guess Mina got shooken up a bit, so the Shigaraki encounter. And a few hours later, Mina fell asleep on Deku, and Deku is also asleep. And Momo and the other girls decided to take pictures just to tease Mina with later. After a few hours, the bus stopped and like, everyone, get off now. Saying, wake up the two lovebirds in the back. And Bakugo said, can do. And he just made a giant explosion nearby Deku's and Mina's ears, waking them up like, oh, what the fuck? Saying, get up, you two lovebirds. Time to get off the bus. Deku and Mina blushes like, what? We're not, well, I guess we're, just shut up. And some of the people laugh and they're like, oh, this is too priceless for them. They get off the bus. So Mina starts to stress a bit, like, man, how long was I out? Like, for, I guess, a couple of hours? I was kind of out of it too, so. Yeah. Oh, well, I hope you had a good sleep. Like, that's supposed to be my line, you know. since when did you start becoming a bit more confident? So, well, since I've met you. And she slightly blushes. Then the wild pussycats arrive, explaining the whole thing and telling them where the training camp is. Deku like, wait. If that's the training camp and we're stopping here... Uh-oh. Pixie Bob said, yep. Off the cliff you go, sending them all off. Deku transforms into his speed form and... base form, yeah, and catches Mina midair, landing her safely. And using his psychic powers to help everyone else land safely. Except for Mineta. No, Mineta wasn't in this. Shinjo is, so never mind, scratch that. I kind of forgot I put Shinjo in this class. So yeah. Everyone's thanking Doria, like, thank you, and things like, no problem. So, I figured it would be bad luck for all you to fall on this type of important training. And such, so. Kind of realized I stole that from the first episode. Fuck! But yeah. Well, not the first episode, but whatever. Then you hear Pixie Bob from Barley. You guys better run or else you're gonna get lunch. And like, okay, crap. See, what should we do? What should we do? And Deku said, I could technically fly us all over there. I'm like, what? So, yeah, I have psychic powers. I can fly us over there. I'm like, okay, then do that. I'm like, so, okay. And Deku uses transform base form, levitating them all over to the training camp. An hour later, Bandalay and Pixie Bob arrives there, seeing all of Class 1A there. Like, I thought we dropped them off at the cliffside. Like, how did they get here? And Deku, like, that's probably because of me. You never said how we could get here, so I kind of just flew us all over here. They're shocked, like, how? Said, well, I have psychic-like powers, so it's not really a problem for me. Think, oh. Probably should have made a rule for that. Oh well. So let them relax for now, because the next few weeks will be hell for them. It simply states as our. Koda. So it's just off the side, and Deku goes up, trying to introduce himself, but Koda, as in canon, punches him in the balls. Mina runs up like, hey, don't do that. So we haven't even, you know what, never mind. Some people are like, wait, would you rather say you guys never did it yet? Like, shut it. It's like, but it's... And yeah, so the same encounter happens with Koda, and the bath scene doesn't happen because, you know, so Mineta isn't there, so no interaction with Koda, the same as in canon. But Deku is curious on why he is like this, and I don't think I gave him this ability, but I'm gonna let him look into minds, like memories of sorts. The only thing is, he doesn't want to invade people's private life like that. So, because, yeah. So, the next day, Aizawa hands the ball to Deku and says, throw this. So, again? So, yes. We're revisiting the first test we ever took, so I want you to throw it to see how far you got it. Get it this time. I can't remember what exactly he got for Deku. I don't remember if I gave him Infinity or not, or just a such a mile radius. So Deku throws it with his psychic power, launching it to, let's say, the other side of Japan. I don't know how far that is, and as I was like, you have improved. So, for the rest of you, so take note that he has, most of you have not improved as much as Midoriya here. So, I want you all to work on that from this point on. Understood? They all do, and they all go through their training. For Deku's, they're testing him on how much he can lift with his psychic power, trying to increase the amount. And he has to lift a lot of shit, which he's lifting with semi-ease, but not, all the way above him. He's also doing this in mid-transformation, too. Transforming into all of his other forms, like attack, speed, base, and defense, all at the same time with lifting all this stuff. So he can strengthen the weaknesses of, certain other stuff, too. Like reaction time of transformations and his psychic kinetic powers. That is his training. And Shinzo, I think he's more or less just going to have to do physical training. I mean, that's where he's lacking mostly, so let's just believe that. How far in am I already? Yeah, okay, I can still go. Of course, so. Deku, it's the next few days. That's later on the night. They get assigned to make curry, and Deku notices Koda's walking off. He follows him with a bowl of curry. Since Koda doesn't notice him, and Deku sees he's just sitting at his secret little area. Deku said, hi, Koda. Koda, how did you find me here? So what are you doing here? Shit. And I said, I followed you here. I figured you'd get hungry. See, well, I don't care. Leave me alone. See, I know talking about stuff usually helps with people, so if you want, you can talk to me. I don't need to. You'll never understand. And what I'm going through. So, well, I could try. I do have this one power that allows me to see people's memories and such. See what they felt during that time. Koda, really? So, yeah, if you'll allow me. I mean, I didn't do it at first, because invasion of privacy, but if you allow me, then I'll do it. Koda hesitates at first, but thinks this might show him what pointless to be hero, something like that. So he says, alright, look. So you can look in my mind. So, okay. And Deku transformed his base form and started looking into his mind. Also, I'm not using the pictures anymore. I'm removing some for space for other what-ifs I'm planning in the future. So I hope you can understand why I'm not changing pictures. But yeah, so as Deku sees Koda's entire life and why he hates heroes. So that's why. It's because your parents died. So, yeah. If they didn't die, then if there was no such thing as heroes, then they wouldn't have died. So that might have not been true. You're what? You saw my memories. You should have possibly known how I felt. Yeah, but if heroes never existed, even the fake ones, then no one would ever be protected. Who would protect the weak? The police wouldn't, and only certain few, but that was still seen as illegal. It was like, whatever. Sir, even then, sir, why did they leave me? I don't think they wanted to leave you. They wanted to protect the weak so this world can be a better place. Not just for those, but for you, too. So, I don't think they ever wanted to leave you. Sir, you should be lucky enough to know your parents loved you. I mean, I know my mom loves me, but I don't even have a dad. And she's my only support I've ever had. So until I met my friends here. Okay, like, wait, you don't have a dad? So, nope. I questioned it at first, but I got my answer after a while back. Okay, like, can I know? So, well, since ever you let me know your secrets, if you promise to keep this a secret, then sure. Coda nods, and then, I am technically not from Earth. Like, what do you mean? Like, my mom told me that I crash landed on Earth, and when I came here, apparently I was nothing more than a couple of organisms, and when I got a drop of my mother's blood, I formed into, well, what you see now. So I'm not from Earth. I'm what you would call an extraterrestrial or alien. See, wow. So, you don't even know what your species is, do you? See, no. I might never know either, so. But it's okay. So, I call this place my home, and these people my friends. And my mom who raised me, well, my actual mom. Because I do have some of her DNA, of course. But, still, she still raised me even though I'm from space, so. Sounds like how your parents raised you because they loved you. So I hope you can understand why they didn't want to leave you. Coda stayed silent for a moment and thinking how dumb his thinking was. Think, I'm sorry I punched you in the balls. It's okay. I do have rapid healing. And then like, hey, do you want to fly around for a bit? You can do that? So, yeah. I figured it would be fun for you. So he transformed his base form and used Psychic on Coda to make him float up with him. Coda's freaking out a bit. Like, I'm gonna fall. You're not gonna fall. And they just fly through the clouds. And Coda is happy at the moment. He's actually genuinely smiling, seeing that he's flying through the sky. And once they arrive back at camp, everyone sees Coda and Deku just flying back down. Mandalay was where, like, where were you, Coda? It's like, oh, I was talking to, like, Izuku here. So, and he actually showed a genuine smile, like, you're smiling. So, yeah, he helped me through some issues. So, thank you. No problem, Coda. And Mandalay said, I can't believe it took a complete stranger to help him. I must thank you too, so it's no problem. The kid looked like he needs someone to talk to, and, well, I'm all ears, so well, again, thank you. And they walked off. It's now a few days later. Coda and Deku somewhat been hanging out slightly. Coda's kind of get more open to people, trying to get used to that feeling again, but it's taken him a while, so he's trying to be nicer to Class 1A. It is the straight challenge, but obviously the people who failed did not get to participate other than Sero. So yeah. How far in am I? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I might not actually get to the overhaul part, but I might be able to get to, well, the one fall part, at least. You know what, fucking it, I'm gonna try to make this an hour long. So, during when everyone's going by, Deku was actually teamed up with, I'm gonna say Sero because, actually no, Shinzo. Yeah, him and Shinzo will be heading into the, forest themselves. So, but before they could, the villains starts to attack. So Magni try to take Mandalay, but Deku sees Mandalay flying, use Psychic to grab her in mid-flight, in between the two. I'm being pulled from two different sides. Can you stop this? Sorry, but someone's pulling you too. And Magni say, ooh, so we look like we got someone who can pull people towards him too. So, well, if you want her, take her. Let go of the magnetism, and she was then flying towards Deku. Crashes into him and Deku got hit in the gut by Pixie Bob's head. Ow. Sorry, kid. No, it's slightly my fault. I probably should have stopped after he let go. And Spinner is like, we are the League of Villains, Vanguard Action Squad. So prepare to be judged by Stain's emissaries. And shit like that, I'm not sure. And Mandalay tells everyone to go, but Deku notices, where's Koda? Oh, Mandalay says, where's Koda? And Deku says, I know where he's at. Let me go. And Shinzo said, you might need some backup, so let's go together. He said, alright. And they fly to where Koda is. And when they get there, they see Muscular about to kill Koda, and Deku transforms speed form, boosts himself to Koda and grabbing him. Although Muscular did hit Deku pretty hard, but he did transform into his defense form, just could not evoke the barrier in time. So, it still hurt up quite a bit. Sending him flying, so, that hurt. So even in my defense form. And so Shinzo gets there too. Deku says, Shinzo, get Koda out of here. I'll deal with this guy. So, are you sure, man? So, just go. And Shinzo leaves. And Koda's like, don't die! So, I don't worry, kid. I've already died once. And trust me, that was not pleasant for me. And Muscular, so, you're one of the targets. They said I could kill you because, well, apparently you can revive. So that's an interesting part of your quirk, is it not? Say, wait, targets? Who else are you guys targeting? So, well, for capture, we're supposed to capture you, but they say we could technically kill you. And so there's one other kid, Katsuki Bakugo. Do you know where he's at? Deku's like, is that Bakugo? So, what do you want him for? So, oh, so you do know him. Well, don't worry, you two will soon enough be captured. And Muscular charges at Deku, says, with a lot of force. Deku transforms his defense, still in his defense form, blocks the barrier, but Muscular punches are doing a number on the barrier. He said, so you can make shields. Well, what is stronger, my force or your shields? Let's test this. And he's going all out on Deku's shields, or barrier. Attack. And it starts to crack even more. I could say it could be saying one for all's punch. I never said for how much. Well, actually, I think I said a couple of All Might's punches, like 3 or 5, I believe I said. But Muscular, I would say, is almost, because Deku did have a hard time with Muscular, even with 1-for-all 100%. So I would think he could be slightly strong as All Might, at least like, I want to say 25%, I would think. So, yeah. So, with his endless barrages of attacks, eventually it did break the shield. And Deku is now having to defend himself with his own defense. Kind of like the fight with Kirishima and Rappa, almost, except for not as fast for Muscular, so, yeah. But, yeah, so Deku is now thinking, like, what should I do? Should I go to my speed form? So, my attacks won't be overall strong, but, yeah. Also, someone did comment about the stats. Yeah, this is my what if. I know, like, some Pokemon stats are important, but I'm not gonna solely base on those, so... Yeah, so let's just have some fun with it, as I said. But it makes it more well-rounded and, like, formed so that he has to choose wisely. But either way, so... Deku transforms... So, Deku transforms speed form and fights around Muscular. So, you think speed will do much for you? So, I can't even feel you. Like, Deku starts to use his attacks. His psychic attack isn't very strong in his, of course, in his speed form. And Muscular, actually he even shoots energy balls at him. And Muscular is using his muscle fibers to kind of defend himself. Like, I can't really even feel these attacks, and you're a threat? And Deku starts to split himself off. He splits 2-5. So you're calling for reinforcements, huh? Well, the more the merrier. So Muscular starts swinging around, hitting a couple actually. I'm gonna say, well, they do, like, Deku can't, like, most of his defense doesn't rely on them, but it is wasting energy from him, the more he had to make, so... And with those barrages of attacks from on his barrier, they did, like, drain him a bit, so... Now with this as well, it's draining him quite a bit too. He's trying to produce attacks while dodging, but Muscular, I think, is pretty fast, if I'm not wrong. I thought he was fast, so... But yeah, so Muscular did kill a couple of the clones. And with the small amounts of attacks he's doing, too, is draining him fast. So yeah, eventually, Muscular, like, I'm tired of this now. And there's only, like, 3 clones left. They, like, alright, let's do this. They transform into attack form and try to do tri-attack. One charges up from corners, or two charges up from the corners, and one charges up from above, shooting the tri-attack. It hits Muscular. Deku said, okay, that drained me a lot, but I think I got it down. I'm down. So, not bad, kid. His eyes were like, what? So, trust me, that did hurt. But with my muscle fibers, it took most of the hit. And he's in his, like, full muscle fiber form right now. Like in canon. So, I will say it did hurt him quite a bit. So, you hurt me quite a bit, kid. Although I'm still raring to go to fight. What about you? Deku said, I don't know if I have enough energy, but I'll try for another tri-attack. He starts to charge another one, and Muscular, not again, kid. He kills one of them, and he can't produce tri-attack without 3 at least. Oh no, I can't. I don't think I have enough energy to make another clone and do tri-attack. So he's transformed into base form, or speed form. The other one tried to fly away, but he got killed too. So now it's just the one of you. And Deku is flying around him as insane, like, kid, this trick again? I'm guessing you're running low on energy. Sorry? Energy, huh? Well, where about we put an end to this? And he hits on the right spot, punching one of Deku's arms away. Or part of him away. Deku screams in agony, ah! And yeah, he starts trying to heal fast, too. But his speed kind of got cut a bit. So whenever he does take damage, most of the strengths and weaknesses does get cut slightly a bit. So he's slightly slower now. Thinking like, I don't have enough energy to do this. Reason why I'm doing this, I'm going to say because of the training camp has been grueling for him, like this, transforming multiple times and even lifting rocks, or heavy ass rocks and other materials like that, has drained him quite a bit. So that's why he's not as powerful as right now, so yeah. And so now Deku's thinking, I need to go in defense. He goes in fence form, and this trick again? Well, let's end this. He sends barrage of attacks, and this one is actually cracking Deku's shields faster, and breaks it, and now even hurting Deku himself in his defense form. And Muscular, with one powerful punch, punches through him where that gem in his chest is. Deku's eyes widen like, huh. So I've noticed a little gem in your chest. I'm guessing that's kind of your heart. So he pulls it out from him. What happened if I crushed it? And before Deku could answer, he actually disappeared. So, I guess this gem is your whole body itself. Oh well. So we got one target at least. And Muscular said, we got one target. So, and I'm going to say Aizawa did get to Bakugo and Todoroki and cancel out Mr. Compressor's quirk. So, good. So, let's get out of here. Can do. And they escape with Deku. Yeah, so you guys might be wondering why I did this, kind of, more or less. I don't know. Drama. Plot reasoning. There's no real reason why. But yeah. I may actually wait to do another part for this, actually. The next part will be All for One and the Overhaul arc. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoy. I need to eat breakfast. And later on today, I will either be posting Star-Lord or Carnage. More or less Carnage because it's been a little while since I did a part for that. So, I hope you guys enjoy. One more part for this series. And then we're going to end it right there for now. Or I might should do a series finale. Do you guys want me to do a series finale for this? Or do you guys just want me to continue this even after season 5? Because that's still a lot of what ifs for me to finish. And it's it's more or less that I want to finish some other series, want to finish this series, and Star-Lord eventually too, because I got an idea how I'm going to finish that up. So, the next part will most likely be the final series finale, actually, so, for this series at least. I hope you guys enjoyed, and, yeah, Cyber Dragon out.